Good morning, and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System. This automated train is provided for the comfort and convenience of Black Mesa residents and visitors to the Black Mesa Research Facility. The time is 8:42 a.m. Current topside temperature.
Hello, welcome. You seem to have some mouse issues, which is an excellent start.
High today of 105. The Black Mesa
Can't actually turn from. Why can I not?
This train is
This is supposed to be blue shift, but unfortunately it's decided to bolt me around
to the
on the
central
first hurdle.
transit hub in Area 9. Please keep your limbs inside the train at all times. Do not attempt to open the doors until
Let me see if I all
come
out.
to a complete halt at the station platform.
No, it's not like that.
In the event of an emergency, passengers are to remain seated and await further instruction. If it is necessary to exit the train, disabled passengers should be evacuated first. Please stay away from electrified rails and proceed to an emergency station until assistance arrives.
Mouse. First mouse. Fuck's sake. There we are. That's much more like it.
If your intended destination
So this is Half-Life
is a
Blue
high
Shift.
security
It takes
area
place
beyond Sector C,
during the same time
you will
as
need
the
to board a
Half-Life. Now this was
high-security
made by
train at the
Gearbox and
Central
not
Transit
Valve,
Hub.
which is a little bit
If you
peculiar
have
that
not yet submitted your identity to
a
the
different
resident
company
clearing
would
system, you must report to Black Mesa personnel for processing before
make an
you will
expansion
be
pack.
admitted to the high security
Game
branch
they don't own, I
of the
guess.
transit system.
they were just contracted to
If
do
you wish
so.
to transfer to the Sector B
I mean,
or
Valve,
C medium
Gearbox
security
did
lines,
do
you may
work
do
on the
so
ports
before you
for
reach the Central Transit
Half-Life
Hub
for the
at
PlayStation
the
2
Area
version,
9
which is,
security
it kind of seems
checkpoint.
that's all they did for the
Access to the medium
first
security branch
few
of
years
the
or so that they
transit system
existed,
is for
just working on
employees
ports
of the
until
Black Mesa Research Facility
they started working
and
on games,
authorized
which,
visitors
to be
only.
perfectly honest,
Requires that you wear your security badge at all times.
I'm not a fan of them or their games, but a lot of people do love them.
Hell if I know.
Here we go.
Friends like you. Man.
Where's the door?
Calhoun,
Wrong side.
looks like we're in for a long day today. Have a good one, Calhoun.
See you later. Yes, anyway, so you play as Barney
This train
Calhoun.
is now transferring to the Sector C line of the transit system. This is a medium security area of the Black Mesa facility. Be sure to wear your identification badge at all times.
And we're also doing the standard train thing. We're going to crash. And there's no one in that one, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on how you want to look at it, if we crashed. Anyway, yes, I'm not actually a fan of Blue Shift and Opposing Force. I remember getting them back in the day. And I was like, what on earth is this? And I had no interest in playing them. Like, I remember getting to the... in Opposing Force, there's a room that fills up with sort of radioactive liquids. And as a kid, I could never get past that. I was a very dumb kid. Let's just leave it at that. And I couldn't, and I was just sick of the game by that point. So we should see Gordon Freeman coming along soon, which I believe he's just there.
Not responding to your pass ID. Let me see if I can get it open on this side.
Let me in. Here we go. This should be Gordon Freeman. Who's slightly glitching out.
Okay, I think I got it.
I was actually trying to jump in front of that tram, but there's actually an invisible wall all around this platform.
Sorry about that, Calhoun. We've been having problems all over the facility this morning. System crashes, security malfunctions. It's a wonder this whole place hasn't shut down yet.
Don't worry, it will do. So I need to go to security, presumably. drugs. I beg your pudding.
I can't access my files.
Down we go, into the armory to get our body armour and pistol, and there's also a firing range down there, although unless you, I mean there's no real point going to the firing range, but except for to pick up some ammo. But using the firing range as it's, there we go.
How's it going? Here you go, Calhoun. I know you're not on the schedule for a couple more days, but if you want to squeeze in a few shots in the range, there's plenty of room.
Interesting. I didn't think they would let me shoot him, but they did. Anyway, yes, there's not really much point to actually doing this. Lovely. Shit, that was actually a misfire. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of point.
Crazy.
Proof glass. Yes, there's not much point going there except to pick up a few magazines. And somewhere we need to go to get our armory. Armory? Our armour. I thought that was where we picked up our armour, but I guess I'm mistaken. Visual surveillance. There's Gertrude Freeman. Stiffly walking, even though he wasn't the one that actually delivered the sample, but that's okay, whatever. That's where I was. There's a fat guy eating a donut. How do I leave? This is going. Oh, there we go. I think it's on a timer. And
Good morning, Gordon.
Gertrude Freeman again. Okay, so that was obviously a different guy. It just happened to look exactly the same. I guess low models and, you know, old game and whatnot. We used a couple of models, it's fine. Anyway, let's find our armour. Where's the armour? We're not supposed to have
Nice
it.
of you to show up this morning, Calhoun.
Yeah. Here it is. See, in my head, I remember picking up. Jesus. In my head, I remember picking it up from the same sort of station that you do in Half-Life. Out of order. What else have we got? So we've got Lombardi there, which I am assuming is Doug Lombardi. So if you didn't know, on the original Half-Life, thanks for doing that, that's really helpful. In the original Half-Life, they put in, Valve put in their own names as nameplates. And I believe Gearbox possibly did the same thing.
Uh-oh, now what? Looks like some people are having problems with the main access lift in Sector G. Why don't you go over there and see what you can do?
Gee, what a shame. Sector G, off we go. Sector G.
Have a good one, Calhoun.
Off we go. So, this is momentarily before, as you saw on the surveillance screens, this is momentarily before the resonance cascade.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Perhaps. All right. Yes, this should help.
That doesn't sound right.
Let me help you. Okay. I hope you know what you're doing. Of course. Theoretically. Do you smell something burning?
I can't really tell.
Right. Let's try this.
Ah! Whoa! Whoa!
I don't know how he managed that from what looked like a keyboard.
Oh, no. Well, do you have any idea what to do next? I couldn't even venture a guess.
Oh well, I'm going to leave them to killing themselves. And let's go off to this lift. So I don't actually remember too much about this game. I think it's something to do with the portal that you have to close.
To Sector G, then you're probably better off walking it.
All right.
I overheard someone say that all the trams on this end of the facility are having...
Well, that guy's voice does carry. Let's see. Turn the power on. I don't have... Get that out of the way. I don't have a stun baton, or I'm not sure. I can't remember what the thing is. In opposing force, it's a knife. You get a knife, but I don't remember what it is. In blue shift, it might just be another crowbar, but it's a G-Man. So Barney, interestingly, Barney never actually mentions the G-Man. You know, Eli does. Eli's... Eli mentions him right at the end. But nobody else notices him. But I guess we won't, like I say, we won't find out what that's about ever, probably. We're never getting episode 3. Or Half-Life 3, or one of the other games. But yeah, I don't think... I doubt we'll ever get it. Anyway, yes, I can't remember what we get, but... Sector G, main lift. Here we go.
Well, it's about time. We don't pay you people to mosey around at your own convenience.
You don't pay me at all.
Make this thing work so we can get on with this miserable day.
Man, I really would like to shoot this guy. Anyway, I don't know.
It's probably those anomalous materials people again. Always pushing their equipment too hard, dabbling in who knows what. I'd be surprised if there's one good brain among them.
Okay, well... I mean, this facility surely must be massive, so... That doesn't sound good.
My goodness!
So I'm not sure how many sectors this game has.
Oh dear!
There's no access hatches there now. Why would you stand there? Of all the places you can stand. Well, at least he was smart enough to climb it. That was actually pretty good. I'm actually impressed with that. I was actually not expecting that guy to dive to the side. I was actually expecting him to just get splattered. Damn, quite fast. Yeah, it's just a crowbar again. You can see it just about poking out there. Oh well, that's a shame. I do like come back here. Yeah, I do like the old custom assets, if you like, as opposed to the just reusing the old ones. I mean, I guess there's nothing really wrong with that. It's the same. I suppose it'd be a bit weird if they had different pistols in this. Okay, that was a bad idea. That was a very bad idea. Now I can't see anything. Except for a few feet ahead of me. Let's see where we're going then. There's a lock. Oh, sugar. I'm being poisoned to death. Okay, so weirdly enough, they're affected by radiation as well, which... I mean, I guess because in the game program it's just like a hurt trigger. And they did set it to both enemies, the player and NPCs, but they could... Then again, I suppose enemy head crabs, and it's probably for the scientists and like...
How did you get through the power lock? Well, it doesn't matter. The only other way out of here is through the canal. If you do make it to the surface, don't tell anyone I'm down here. I think they're trying to kill us all. Now get out of here. The canal is where you want to be.
Alrighty then. So, we're heading to the canal for some reason. I'm not quite sure where we're supposed to go. We want to go to the canal. Do we go down here? It seems like I'm just going back on myself, to be perfectly honest. But now I've got no choice. I have no choice but to do so. Oh. Oh no, I understand. For some reason bullets can't go through the grid, or whatever. I can't just shoot right through the holes in the chain link fence. Can I shoot this from here? No. So... Okay, so I don't know that. Don't know what the point is. Luckily there's that one barrel there. Okay. So that's the problem with these old games. It's very unclear. South tunnel access. Very unclear what's actually a door and what's not, because everything's so... that can be destroyed. Everything's so low res. Nothing stands out. Or at least in my opinion, that's the way it is. So I would like to get a shotgun. Let's have a look, see what's this. That's what that is. So yeah, obviously I've got to use it as a stepping stone of sorts. I wonder if I'm supposed to push this box onto there, or I'm just supposed to... balls. Or I'm supposed to just hop up. Let's have a look. Let's see, can I... what does that do? Okay, so that lowers that. So that's probably good there. So, let's see if I can push this box on. No, I can't. That's as low as it goes. Oh, God's sake, come on. It's a fighting with the controls. Let's see. Okay, I might have to push. Oh no, that was it. That was good enough. I thought I might have to push it back up a bit. But we're all in the clear. We're all in the clear. Balls. He's down. So the Vortigaunts, interestingly, have these really cool looking collars and bracelets. I don't really see what the point of the bracelets is. I mean, I know obviously from a design point of view it's supposed to signify that the Vortigaunts are slaves. The big giant alien baby thing somehow captured them as slaves. I don't think it's ever explained, but they're slaves in this game. And then you free them from slavehood, servitude is probably more accurate. And then unfortunately they get enslaved again. So they're really kind of the Jews of the Half-Life universe, except they can shoot lightning out of their hands. So I remember this section simply because I remember going around in circles for quite some time when I played this. There's a shotgun. For some reason there's a scientist. Drainage canal. Thanks for that. At least we've got the shotgun. So I can't remember if this game introduces any new weapons. I think there's one, and I think it's a barnacle gun, and I absolutely hate it because it's so ridiculous. It's basically a oh, so that's not for me, obviously. I'm wearing a hitchhiking suit. Yes, this section is the worst from what I do remember. I remember getting lost. Let's take these guys out here whilst we can. So there's a lift there. I honestly forget what I'm supposed to be doing at this point. Oh, isn't it John that these gears? No. Not with the way they're moving. Okay, so somewhere I need to turn the power on. Let's see if I can find it. Hold on, here it is. Is this it? Let's see, where's the power? Where's the power box? Okay, so I thought that was the power box, but I guess not. God, the sound effects in this game are awful. Gold Source really did have some of the worst sound effects. They're overly loud. A real pain in the ass to listen to. Oh god, I always forget where to go at this section. I've turned that on. That's green. Let's hop across here. Let's hop across here and up here. Let's see if there's anything up here. So this section always does confuse me, and that's what this must be the right way. Unless I'm going back on myself without realising it, which is possible. Yeah, I'm going back on myself without realising it. Okay, so I've got to turn the power on, but I don't know how to do that. How do I do that? I've turned all the valves. Turned all the valves, and I need to somehow turn it on again. It's nothing. Annoyingly, that's nothing. Boy. Yeah, anyway, so this was, whilst I'm looking for shit to do, this was made by Gearbox. Gearbox have made, what else did they do before? Honestly, I don't know too much about Gearbox's history. They made this, Opposing Force. They ported some shit. Mostly to the PS2 and the PlayStation, primarily. That's primarily what they did. And then eventually they started to release, what was that shit game called? Borderlands. They released Borderlands, everyone loved it. They released Duke Nukem, everyone hated it. They released Borderlands 2, everybody loved it. They released Aliens, Colonial Marines, everybody hated it. And then they released, what was that shit game called? The prequel sequel. And that was kind of mixed results from that. And then they released Borderlands 3 eventually, and from what I've heard, due to their scummy business practices, that's also got mixed results. And that's bollocks. And that's about as much as I know about Gearbox. Valve, on the other hand, I could tell you about balls. A fair ton. Okay, so I don't know how I'm supposed to get there. Let's follow these pipes. No, the pipes don't go anywhere. Valve worked on the original Half-Life, and I nearly said Half-Life 2 then. They worked on it for about a year, I think, and then they just scrapped the whole thing because they all collectively said it was shit. So they just threw out absolutely everything, which I just could not imagine. I don't know where they got the money. Oh, Microsoft employees, don't they? Valve. Gabe was an ex-Microsoft employee, so he probably had a fair bit. I'm back in circles again. Unless I'm supposed to do that. Unless I'm supposed to go back. And I've missed something. I don't know. This area always... Well, I guess I was supposed to go back. I guess I was supposed to go back. Bollocks. And that's fine by itself. Yeah, they scrapped the project. And then they redid it. And it obviously became one of the best PC games. And then mods came out of that, Counter-Strike, and what was the other one? Team Fortress. Both of those came out as mods, and Valve bought those up. And what else was there? Some other stuff, probably. Half-Life 2, Portal, Left 4 Dead, which Left 4 Dead was actually worked on by primarily a different company. Valve just finished it off. That company was Turtle Rock. Where the hell am I going? Oh boy. See, this is where I could just cut shit out. Genuinely confused. Literally no clue where to go. I've been up there. In fact, that actually is the same spot. So I didn't notice that. Can't get through that door. I don't know where these valves go. I don't know where these valves go. I need to get up there by the looks of it, but I've got nothing to stand on. Nothing to stand on, and I actually have... so it's just a dead end, nothing in it. I can't turn that wheel. This is nothing. I can't stand on it. It won't take me anywhere. Yeah, so I always remember this section because I can never actually remember where I'm supposed to go. I mean, it feels like a bug, but I know I always have trouble with this section anyway, whenever I play this game. Because I spend so long looking for what I'm actually supposed to be doing, that I actually... bollocks. Oh, it's not poisonous. Okay, in that case, I didn't... it's still not going to take me anywhere though, is it? I thought this water was poisonous. Maybe there's something under the water. Nope. Well, that's unfortunate because that didn't lead me anywhere either. Perhaps there's something in this... No, this water's shallow. That was an instant kill. Got jibbed. Good, let me go back up and see if that's got anything. Because this is a largely frustrating experience. There was one Vorticon left. Drainage canal, entry point B3. He's down. Right, so let's take another shot at this. Which I don't, to be honest, I don't know if there's any point going to it because it seems like a waste. If we're perfectly honest. Seems like a waste. And at this point I am a little bit confused. Let's take it a square at a time. Okay, so we can't go down. Down on there is just a pit leading up, but I can't go up. That's a locked door. That's a wheel turn. Alright, and this is just a control room, but the controls don't seem to actually do anything. The lift just says it's off. And I was doing anything. It's a health station. Okay, let's go back to where we came and go through a different branch. Balls. Let's go for a different branch and let's see where that takes us. Let's go. Oh, holy shit! Tucked away in the corner. I did not see that. That tiny little thing tucked away right in the corner. Okay, so now we're making progress, eventually, after I wandered around for probably 5 minutes. Maybe 10. Ignore the barnacles. Flow control. Okay, so this should now take me back up to... This should... Oh no, wait, I've got to jump up here first. If the game would let me. Let's look for power. So they're not really much of a threat, it's only later on. Well, we won't be going that way. We won't be going that way by the looks of it, unless we jump on that big pipe, which I don't think is what they intended. But let's give it a go anyway. No, it is actually what they intended. Oh well. It worked. So I guess I can't complain. That's a bit melodramatic. Zombies. Zombie. Don't mind. Bollocks. I was going to say don't mind me guys, but they're going to stand in the way. So I can slip past them. Excuse me lads. Let me check and drive you. No real sense of fighting the zombies, not unless you're in a really, really tight enclosed. Not unless you're in a really tight enclosed area, and in that case, you know. That spooks me a little bit. But, yeah, I was. Oh, there's another ball scud. So we're on the road again, luckily, after my blunder. Shit in hell. Let's think about that. Okay. Okay, so we got the lift power on. The slow, noisy lift. So So if I remember correctly, you don't actually get a full arsenal in this game. You only get like a pistol, shotgun, I think grenades at one point. But I can't remember entirely. Danger, explosive. Oh, I remember what that's for. Ooh, that was for that. Excellent. Now we can leave. Oh, the soldier boys are here.
These civvies are getting heavy. Yeah, why are we on disposal duty anyway? Just because Shepard's team didn't make it, we have to do the crap
That sounds
jobs?
like the guy that voices the postal dude. Oh well. They're dumping corpses in. There's no point in opening fire. I don't think there's any point in opening fire. So this blue shift is a lot shorter than any of the previous 20-yard freight warehouse. Oh. Can I go this way? Yeah, I can. I think it's pretty much my only choice, considering those two turrets guarding the other way. I've got a magnum, which seems a bit odd. Padlock. There we are. Balls. Yeah, so I believe this point of this game is to turn off a portal, but I don't remember entirely. I will say I'm not a fan of bollocks. I'm not a fan of your sod. Pressure release valve. I didn't see any pressure release valve. Well, that is a terrible place to put it. That was a really bad place to put it, right behind that. Right behind that steam cloud. Water vapour. That seems also really dangerous. Makes me feel like I should turn the power off first before I go into it. I really like the ball squids. The ball squids have quite an interesting design. They've got like this weird toenails, tendril eye things. They're like kind of a leopard in a sense as well. I don't know if that's that's probably just a low texture thing though, not a deliberate thing. These guys are arseholes. Something's blocking us. Something's blocking us. What is blocking us? Unless I just go... No, I don't just go down. Oh, so now it just has to go up just fine. Who put a button there? What kind of madman? Yeah, for some reason... Okay, I don't know what that was about. For some reason the lift didn't want to go up. More head crabs. Let's see what we've got. Oh shit. Running out of pistol ammo. These Vortigaunts are not really... I mean, most of the enemies in this game aren't really a threat. Because they're a little bit too video gamey. You know, wait for the attack, dodge to the side, that sort of thing. It's only if they take you by surprise, really. I mean, Half-Life 2 fits that, although, to be perfectly honest, Half-Life 2 is largely fighting people with guns. As opposed to... I mean, there were headcrabs in there, and there were antlions, and I think that was about it. For alien forces, excluding obviously the Combine, which is the big one, the main one, but for that feral alien forces, I think it was just headcrabs and antlions. There wasn't a particular massive threat like the alien grunts or the babies. Just going to kill them all so they stop harassing me. Let's see what we've got. Doesn't look like I can actually jump up there. Can I move this? Can I jump on this? I can jump on this. This is the health station. Just a health station. No, nothing of use here. Except for this, of course. 6 bullets. I've got no pistol ammo. I am all out of pistol ammo. Okay, let's see where else we can go. This way, or did we come from this way? Looks like we came from this way. Let's go this way. Okay, looks like we've got to find the power then. Because I very much doubt that's through there. Unless it's one of those touch your timing things, but I think I'm going to be instantly killed, to be honest. Nope. It's annoying when two different companies use the same trick, but slightly differently. That was a waste, but oh well. Who cares? Let's get that into position. Yeah, the electrical thing in Office Complex on Half-Life, you have to turn off the power, otherwise it will electrocute you instantly. And on this one, it's just a case of dodging your timing. Let's see, where can we go? Can we go through here? No. Can we go through here? Yes. So there's a nice little joke in episode 1 in which you have to climb through a vent, and Alex makes the remark that you had races with Barney Calhoun to see who could get to climb his office first when he locked himself out of his office, and I guess that's just from the sheer amount of vents that you have to go through in this game. Wow, that guy did not mess around.
I appreciate your help, but I'm afraid those bastards did their damage already. If you were trying to reach the freight
Sounds like
yards
a
in hope of
South Park
escaping,
voice.
then just forget about it. The military is rounding up everyone and everything they can find, and either killing them or bringing them up here for questioning. A colleague and I came up with our own plans for escape, and we were on our way to one of the old prototype labs when we ran into them. But listen to me. If you still want to get out of here alive, your only hope may be to find my friend. If you can get past the soldiers, find Dr. Rosenberg. With him, you may have a chance to get out of this place.
Okay, so we've got to find Rosenberg. Shit. What happened to his gun? Oh, it instantly went into my gun. Somehow I didn't see that. See, I remember that because I was stuck here for the longest time when I played this the first time, and I could never work out how to get out of this area. And I always remember that being there because I got stuck. Oh, grenade. The slowest. Wow, this apparently the slowest grenade possible killed me. I'm getting the feeling that I should have gone down that lift first and not later. But I always remember this being the correct way to go, so maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong, but maybe there's ammo this way. Maybe I can get some extra ammo so I can fight 5 guys off. Well, there's definitely ammo. There's a whole armory here. I'm not sure why it was boarded up though. No? Oh no, I do remember now. This is the right way, but you've got to find Dr. Rosenberg, and then you've got to bring him here. So annoyingly, that arrow just went straight into my pistol and not my M4 or M16. I don't know. It's got a grenade launcher underneath it, so. No, it's the M16. I always thought the M16 had like a triangular base though. A triangular barrel, as opposed to the rounded one. I thought that was the M4 purely. No matter, we've got to find Fuck. Wow, that was fun. That was fun. Okay, so that was actually a pointless excursion. So was that. Okay, so the point of that was just to get me killed. Fantastic. And to waste ammo, which I actually really needed. Let's smash some of these boxes, see if I can get anything from these. Hope for the best. Nothing in any of them. Excellent. I was not messing around. Okay, so it looks like the car was fired. Something's going on though. Someone's having a good old fun. Oh shit! That I was not expecting. I don't think a medic's going to help you. Somebody just opened this door. Nope, it must have been me. I must have brushed against it slightly. More magnum ammo. Another vest. So yeah, unfortunately you can't use the recharge. You can't use the recharging stations because oh fuck this section. Blimey. Oh, fucking hell. Jesus, lad. Don't scare me like that. Jeez, these guys think it's fine. Oh, he's still alive. These guys think it's funny to just pop out of nowhere. Got the bastards. Oh yeah, so Dr. Rosenberg. He's not in that one. He must be in this one.
Help! Someone let us rescue them. Last, thank God you're here. No, I'm afraid I'm not Dr. Rosenberg.
Oh, you prick.
You look terrible.
Thanks,
Hold still. This won't hurt a bit.
Is that it?
I'll stay here. I certainly hope you know what you're doing.
Okay, so unfortunately this guy's not Dr. Rosenberg. I do... Oh, is that a block of ice? Oh shit, he's playing dead. Get him. Interesting. Okay, so let's... I wonder how they got frozen. That's just a dick move. There's absolutely no sound that they were behind that door. Some radio chatter or something would be nice. You know, in the movies, when it's in a horror scene or something and someone's trying to be quiet, the radio always goes off. So let's... Yes, so he's in that one there. For some reason I seem to remember heavy artillery. But that might just be from another part or something. It might not be necessarily here. It kind of blends together a little bit when you know, I could tell you all the ins and outs of Half-Life 2 because I've played that game so much. I remember shooting something down.
Hello? Can anyone hear me? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you, but...
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
What am I doing?
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you. Shut the fuck up in there. Jesus. See, do I just push these, or...?
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Oh, mate, I'm going to bust your nut.
Hello?
Okay, well, he's just going to say the same thing over and over again. See, I seem to remember...
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Wow, that is incredibly annoying. Let's have a look, see what else we've got. Freight car storage yard access. Can't go through there, presumably. Nope. Freight behind me. Freight car storage building. Authorised personnel. I can't go through the bottom.
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
There's no access hatch. Shit. Okay, so I don't know what the point of that was. I'm sure I'll find out in a second. Just like that. Maybe I used it to jump on the roof, perhaps. No, it's not. Okay, never mind then. I see. I do. I remember removing the what do you want to call them? The wedges. But I always assumed it went the other way. Okay, is that it? Is that all I had to do?
I'm afraid I'm not Dr. Rosenberg.
Oh.
But you'll still help me, won't you? I'll be right behind you.
I'll help you until you give up. Okay, where's Dr. Rosenberg? Let's destroy these boxes for ammo and... Oh, shit! There you go, quick switch to my grenades that I just picked up. Unfortunately, just I wasn't quick enough. Dr. Rosenberg, Dr. Rosenberg. Dr. Rosenberg, wait. I guess we're going back on ourselves then. Nothing in those boxes. Let's see. Where could Dr. Rosenberg be? This way. How many of these guys are there? Serious bullshit. Holy shit. Oh my god, there's another one. They just keep coming. Wow, they actually really do just keep coming. What the fuck? I can't tell if this is actually... Okay, the reload animation is actually a little broken. Wow, there were so many guys then. I actually thought that was like an infinite spawning anything, but at least I've got full ammo. I've got no health anymore. Actually, that doctor, that scientist might be able to heal me. Where is he? He was alive. There he is. Hey.
I can give you something for the pain.
Some weird green gel. Cool. Can you do that again?
Have I been that? I suppose a security guard should know what he's doing.
Well, I wouldn't count on that too much. I would not count on that too much, not with some security guards I see. Okay, so luckily these boxes are bountiful with health packs, so we can just have those and move on. I don't remember where Dr. Rosenberg is, but I know I've got to get into that lab. Not that lab, that lift. Yeah, there's the heavy artillery that I remember. I knew it was around here somewhere. Fucking shit! And there's a guy left alive. So before I get into that lorry, or that troop transport, I'm going to make sure I kill. There's 3 more at least. And make sure I get everybody. Because I didn't see that last guy. That should be that. So this should be fairly easy. There we are. Yeah, no, I do remember there's heavy artillery somewhere. I couldn't remember where exactly. But I knew it was around here somewhere. This is always just out of reach. Annoyingly so. But we're doing quite good for health now, and ammo. We're actually doing pretty okay. So, Dr. Rosenberg. Should be around here somewhere. God, I hate these turrets. I hate the grenade throws. Shit, I got that one try. Thank God he's so inaccurate. Thank God he's so inaccurate. Oh, whoops. High pressure non-flammable gas. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. Yep. I get freezer burn. Luckily the soldiers can't shoot for shit on this one, but then neither can I, so... let's see, I've got the turntable. Not sure which one he's in, if he's in the red one or the blue one. Most likely in the blue one, I reckon, considering the title of this game, Blue Shift. Now I know Blue Shift refers to some sort of scientific jigger. I don't remember what exactly that scientific thing is.
Hello! I'm in here! Can anyone hear me?
Here we go. Oh, Jesus, what a racket. Anyway, let's back this up, slowly but surely. Holy hell. There we go, Dr. Rosenberg, is that you?
We got that bastard. What's the status on Freeland?
Oh shit, it's a trap.
Yes, I'm Dr. Rosenberg. Although I'm not very proud to admit it, seeing as though I'm partially responsible for all of this. How did you know my name? Oh, I see. Poor Harold. Yes, our plan was to get to one of the old prototype labs. It involves something that very few people in the facility are authorized to know about. The same technology that brought about this catastrophe could also be our only way out. You see, I was involved in the very early work on teleporter technology, long before the Lambda complex was even built. There may be enough equipment in the old lab to piece together a device that would allow us to teleport outside of the facility. As improbable as that may sound to someone like yourself. Of course, none of that does a whole lot of good while we're stuck in here. Perhaps I could help boost you through that vent in the ceiling. If you're lucky, you might be able to take those soldiers by surprise. Let's try this.
Okay, check in. Move it! Move it!
They nearly took me by surprise. I had no idea which way they were coming from. Also, I'm surprised that scientist can lift it.
All right. We'll need to head back to the area where you met Harold. The access to the old lab should still be there, but we may have to break through some of the newer construction to do it.
Already done it. Already done it. Come on.
Behind you.
Behind me? Where?
Hold on, Calhoun. I need to take a break.
Are you serious? You went from there to there?
Yes, let's go.
I mean, I'm fat and lazy, but Jesus, even I can make it
I
fair.
need to rest a bit before I could go on.
This is going to be a real pain in the ass, isn't it?
Let's get going.
I'm going to have to slowly walk.
Hold on, Calhoun. You'll have to slow down. All right. You won't even
I
know
literally
I'm here.
cannot go any slower than this.
Slow down, Calhoun.
Can I go?
I can't keep
There you
up
go.
at
That's
this
as
pace.
slow as I can possibly move. Come on, lad.
Oh. Wait up, Calhoun. I'm afraid, yes, we'll have a better chance if we stick together.
Okay, so let's go this way then, because you don't like
Wait
that.
up, Calhoun. I'm afraid I need to rest.
Oh boy, this is going to be a real pain in the ass, isn't
We
it?
don't run into any more of those soldiers.
Right, I'm going to walk. Come on, keep going. There we go. You made it past the door. Down the steps. Excellent. Cool. So he should be good now, providing I don't run off too fast. They just get confused. They just get confused with some of their pathing. When you go behind a door or something, they just completely lose their mind. No idea how to get past it. A bit like all of Bethesda's games, actually. I was going to say a bit like Skyrim, but... Fucking hell. What are you doing hiding in there? Oh, let's grab some soda. More soda. I mean, I can only grab a set amount, obviously. But I do like Easter eggs like that, where you interact. I don't know where that guy's gone. I'm going to go ahead and clear the area, and then I'll worry about where that guy has made it to. Although having said that, it looks like we're basically back to where we were anyway, so I should go look for him. There he is. He actually managed to find his way here. He didn't get lost on the stairs or something. Which, there's a funny... Well, it's not a massively funny story, but... There have been places when I've worked in London, basically in an IT office, and there's like a whole network of underground tunnels, and it was so easy to get lost in there, which I did. I was about, Jesus, I was young. I used to be young and loved.
Let's stick together.
Yep.
We're almost there.
Yep. There's a whole network of underground tunnels, and you couldn't, because it was underground, you couldn't get a reception on your phone. Your cell phone telephone.
I see you've already found
So
the
I was
elevator.
stuck there until somebody had to come find me.
We should have chosen the Lambda reactor for an escape, but the crew there is bent on fighting the creatures, with all their hopes set on someone named Freeman. Let those fools try and fight a battle they can't win. I just want to get out of here.
Yeah, so you get stuck in this underground tunnel system, and there's no way to get out unless someone comes and saves you. And you get lost, you get stuck. You can't call for help because you don't have a signal down there, so that you can't phone anybody. So it's just literally wait and see. I wonder where this person's gotten to.
All
Maybe
right,
he's stuck in
let's
the
stick
tunnel
together.
system. Balls. Come on,
I
do
hope
your
the
thing.
old security system is still active. With any luck, my fingerprint ID is still valid and on file.
Yes, luckily they didn't chop his fingers off. Oh, hi.
Dr. Rosenberg, thank God you made it. We've managed to piece together some of the larger equipment, but you'll need to oversee the rest of the construction.
Excellent, Walter. Finish aligning the power cell matrix, and I'll see if I can get the system online in the main room. Now, there's no time to waste.
Okay, off you go. So let's see. Can't go that way. Wow, this place is falling apart.
Well, looks like the equipment is in better shape than I expected.
Are you serious? Look at it. It's...
Unfortunately, this older technology does not have the ability to target an Earth destination in its current state. You see, Mr. Calhoun, teleportation isn't as easy as going from point A to point B. We've discovered a strange border world that was somehow involved in the process, which kept us from accurately predicting where any given teleportation event would lead to back on Earth.
Yeah, so that's one of the things I really
Some
do...
of the more promising research on the matter led to a device that could be attached to the strange crystalline structures we found on this border world. Now, this device could then be used as a focal point and a relay to aid in the teleportation. Well, in theory, that is. Contact with the survey group shortly after the device was in place. We later discovered other methods of aiming the field, but all of the equipment in this lab uses the older technology. In order for any of us to get out of here alive, someone will have to go to the border world and activate the device. I'm afraid you're the only one who can do this, seeing as how everyone else will be needed to operate the equipment. We should be able to get you fairly close to where the survey team had set up, but here the likelihood of running into alien creatures is very high. Once you find the device, simply power it on and align the emitters until the signal reaches maximum strength. We'll reopen the teleporter for your return once we receive the signal, but you must hurry back, as we can only keep it open for a short amount of time. All right, I'm going to initiate the teleporter charging sequence now. Be ready, Mr. Calhoun. Once the field is open, it will become unstable very quickly. Can you hear me? It's ready.
Yeah, I'm standing right next to you. Of course I can hear you. Yeah, so that's actually one of the things I do like about the teleportation in this game, is that you can't just go from... It's not just two devices. You have to use Zen as like a slingshot, a gravitational slingshot of sorts, and you basically teleport through Zen, bank around off of it, and then come back to Earth or wherever else. I guess he wants me to get in there. Oh. I mean, he said it was ready, but I guess that was a lie. Yeah, no, that's one of the things I do. That's why I loved Half-Life so much. Main power there.
Almost there. Capacitors have reached full charge. Simmons, release the damping logs and open the field.
Yeah, I mean, the law of Half-Life is so good.
The field, it's open! Calhoun, enter the teleporter!
Okay, so this is actually a lot shorter than I actually remember it being. Hopefully this stream doesn't get stuck. I'm still in my infancy. Obviously I did a shit ton of test streams just to even get it to be watchable. Oh. Excuse me. To get it to be watchable. And that was only with help from friends who are much better at this thing than I am. To be honest. And if you'll just bear with me. Yeah, so I only managed to be able to do this with the help of my friends. Yeah, using the power of friendship. But yeah, no, he was trying to start. He was starting out streaming, and I tried for the longest time because I'm more of a personally. I don't particularly understand streams. I'm more of a fan of the edited YouTube video. You know, you don't have to sit through me walking around the same spot for 10 minutes, or some other guy walking around the same spot for 10 minutes. It's just cut that section out, and we could just move on with the game instantly, as opposed to dawdling everywhere and trying to fill for time whilst you're trying to wherever you're going. But that's just me. Everyone obviously has their different tastes. Thanks for that. So I don't... Blimey, that torch really does go on for wherever you're pointing. I mean, on one hand, that's a good thing, but it's so bizarre. I've never seen a torch like that before in like any game, where it's just wherever you look is where the light will appear. Anyway, so we're going through these weird Xenian things. I'm not sure. Xenian or Zenian? It's called Zen. You could go Zenese. But yeah, no, the lore of Half-Life is absolutely fascinating, and it really upsets me, or makes me feel sad, that Mark Laidlaw left. Valve spent so long dragging their knuckles for literally a new story game. A narrative-based game, I should say. You know, we had CS:GO, Dota 2, and I guess yeah, you can write shit for Dota 2, but I figure that unless you've got like a favourite character that you like to play as or work on, it's not really the same as creating a massive narrative as say working on a Half-Life game or Portal game, or to a lesser extent Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead story is mostly in the background. It's not really in the foreground of the game. It's on, it's on the walls and reading stuff and the like. And maybe that's more of a challenge. Maybe that's more exciting as for a writer to have to work within these limitations, that he has to only have stuff on the walls to tell the story, as opposed to characters talking to one another or anything like that. But it's a shame. One of the I forget his name, but he used to be he was the TF2 comic writer. He apparently came back, although we haven't had any new comics, which is annoying because I think 2 comics are still planned, which I would really like to finish those off. This doesn't feel like the right location to jump from, but we'll do what we can. That was definitely not the right idea. I was hoping for, I was hoping the gravity would actually carry me all the way there, but we also don't have a suit. I should remind you that we're actually just in a vest, so I guess the air is breathable in Zen. And I'm sure it's probably something they didn't actually think too hard about, but Gordon Freeman presumably has a suit. Not a suit. He did have a suit, but presumably a helmet as well to go onto that suit. I'm sure you never actually saw it in the game, but you've seen other HEV suits, and they've always had the helmet, so you can always just shoot them. Interestingly enough, I've just realised we haven't seen any alien grunts at all. It's just been Vortigons and oh, good. It looks like I better get off of this thing before the whole thing goes. Nope. Was that it? Oh, okay, I see what he was doing. He was actually just breaking a piece of the level down so I can climb on it. I just panicked and tried to get out of there as soon as possible. I didn't want to be killed Yeah, so the Team Fortress 2 comics is something I would really like to finish. From what I remember last time, they were basically all about to die. Which doesn't really seem like much of a threat in the Team Fortress 2 universe, but apparently this one time, dying is an issue. I'm going to try to land on that jump pad. Well, that did it. Don't know what this jump pad's for though. Maybe it was just a soft landing. Because I don't seem to be able to go anywhere with it. Unless they want me to. That might be actually land on there. Carry myself over. Although I think I'm going to do some damage. No, that was not it. Let's see what else we've got. Maybe it was. Maybe I came in too hard or too big. Something. Maybe it's because I jumped. Nope. Okay. Might have to come at it at a different angle. As soon as I can figure out how to get up. Exactly, that doesn't actually go me. So maybe if I come at it like this. Come on, you bastard. Nope. It doesn't actually go anywhere anyway, does it? So it's probably not the case. It's probably not where I'm supposed to be going. Where did I jump off it from? It was the there. I don't know where else this could take me though. Now I do. I thought that's where I came in from, but I must have come from there. Alright, let's try this. Yeah, this is the right way. Don't recall the barnacles. That sounds like a good name for Barney. The barnacle. Down the stream. Down this weird little stream. Yeah, so as I was saying, I noticed there's no alien grunts. It's just been, it's mostly Vortigonts, and then we've had some soldiers, but obviously we're not going to be fighting any soldiers now. I think it's just going to be a case of just these two guys for now, Houndeyes and Vortigonts. Maybe some headcrabs will pop up somewhere. Oh, here we go. So yeah, this is actually a lot shorter than I remember it being, but that's okay because I've got shit to do today. So we'll get this over and done with. Okay, I can't do that. It's the other station. Was the other station? Or was it just literally that station? No, oh, here we go. Let's turn these knobs. Okay, no, I've just got. I thought I could go back the other way, but it's got to be a full rotation. That's done. Focus emitters aligned. Oh, here we go. Here come the alien grunts. They've saved the final section. At least I can use my magnum on something. Let's see, what have we got? So yeah, I'm not a fan of these baby heads, personally. Power's on. What's next? Nothing. I think. Is it just waiting, or do I have to activate something on this machine? It looks like just waiting to me. It might just be a case of kill all the enemies. It's been so long since I've played. No, maybe I do have to do something. What am I missing? Power's on. Power. Can't turn any of the knobs. Okay, maybe I'm supposed to come back to this area. Maybe there's something else I've got to do. Oh, shit. I've got a lot of... Wow, that's really bizarre. Do I have to get these crystals, place them in the machine or anything? Let's climb up here and let's see what we've got going on up here. If anything. You're a dick. You're a double dick. Well, at least there's a healing pool. And a head crab coming slowly towards me. And another head crab slowly coming towards me. Oh, oh, oh. Dead. Okay, so might as well just do a quick weapons check, see what I've got, see what I haven't. Reload. Unfortunately, the pool takes a long time. It's contaminated with alien blood now. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. There we go. And we're off. Guns. Yeah, that's just like almost an instant kill thing. I mean, if I ran and... Yeah, no, that's not happening. Oh, good, that's fine by itself. Okay. Let's try and find something. Power's off. Power's off. Where is the power room? Where is the power room? Where's the power room? Let's look at some signs. Access lift. Down we go. Tunnel access, can't get through there. Okay, so what else do we have? Let's see what else there is for us to look at. Can't go this way. Okay, so this that was the checkpoint, the shortcut if you like. So let's go back the long way round. Power is still low. Can't access anything in there. What am I missing? What am I missing? Power is still low here. Let's keep going. And this is right back to... This is right back to the shortcut, isn't it? Because... So I'm missing something. I'm missing something. Obviously, well, I mean, obviously I'm missing something. I'm not sure. I just can't figure out what it could possibly be. Oh, can't go through that. No. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of wandering around. I can't even begin to think where I should go. I mean, these couple of things look like stepping stones, but balls. For God's sake! Every time I die, it'll fire off by itself. So I could jump there, but that doesn't really seem to do any good. Something up there. Maybe I'm supposed to do something. Maybe I'm supposed to do something. What a good idea. What a great idea. Fantastic even. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm kind of lost. I don't really know where I'm supposed to be going. It's one of those annoying things where it's like in the corner or something, probably. I'm just going to be wandering around back and forth until... Can I use a satchel charge here? Is that what I need to do? No explosive or anything like that. No, that was just the tracer. Right. Okay, so there's no point going up here. What am I missing? Bollocks. Except for the ledge. When I come off the ladder. I don't understand what that button does. There's something further down, I see. There's a sign saying danger. Clear area while lifting operation. So there's nothing here. None of those buttons work, none of the power works. That doesn't work. Locked. What if I just stick a satchel? Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe I just stick a satchel charge on that big metal door. Maybe that's all I need to do. And then maybe I'm just like completely... Fuck me, I can't get up there. Maybe I'm overthinking this. So where's that door? No, that's not it. Okay, I don't know what that was about. I don't know. I really feel like I'm overthinking this now. Is there? Oh, of course. What an idiot I am. I was talking about... Oh, wait, is that not it? I see, I thought that was... Oh wait, no. It is it, isn't it? I've got to get the... I've got to complete the circuit. I feel that's such a twat. I feel that's such a twat. I deserve that. I deserve abuse. I cannot believe... I cannot believe that took me that long to figure that out. I even said I need to connect the wires with some tape, or why can't I move it closer? And that's exactly what I can do. Let's see. Nothing there, nothing there. That's so embarrassing. That was even more embarrassing. Oh, and from back here as well. Triple embarrassing. At least it's here, so it's not too far actually. Not as far as I actually thought it was. That is a really nice puzzle though, and the... So how much damage do those head crabs do? Because I died incredibly quickly to those head crabs. Let's quick save it. They do 10 each. That's a considerable amount of damage to be for a swarm. Yeah, that's a lot of damage for a swarm to do. Excellent, looks like we found the way. Well, I eventually found the way. Let's do it. I don't know what that other button. I guess that other button was probably a cool button. That was a misfire. Coolant basin is empty. Let's see. There's not a trace of blue liquid anywhere. Oh, I see. Jesus! That just catapulted me off. I've got to line these up. And it did it again. Thanks for that. So my guess is it would be best to stick them all in this area. And make a little bridge out of them. Of sorts. Let's see what we've got. So I very much doubt I need all of them, judging by the speed that I move at. But, you know, I might as well do it anyway, saves. There's nothing that wastes time like trying to save time. So let's go back down because that's not the right way. And let us rejoice, for the path has been made clear. I'm talking absolute nonsense. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, so we need to get on these barrels and we'll hop across the barrels and hopefully we shall find a battery pack, an orange box. Hopefully no enemies will spawn because I don't really need that right now. That fills back up. So I like that because it does look like water. Well, I mean if you think about it from 98's perspective, but it's actually just a solid block. Because these were the cutting edge of graphics at the time, which is laughable now. So it's gone flying twice. Fuck. Nearly fell in. Looks like we've got some soldier boys popping by. Not very smart ones either. Not sure. Fucking hell, I'm just going to like that. Okay, let's see where we've got to go. Yeah, this is actually lasting a lot longer than I had anticipated. I had honestly, maybe because I'm wandering around. Maybe because I'm wandering around in circles a lot, and that's probably why. You know, if I knew where to go and I wasn't wasting time. I thought there was a head crab down there. Unit 1, Unit 2. Okay, is that power? Is the power now on? It will be, I assume, once these things have gone in. Yep. Power is green. Power is green. Let's special scoot. Oh, should I not go that way? Not unless I want to get cooked. Which I don't. Up and over. And so now that we should have this, we should have the power. To do something. I forget what it was that we were supposed to be doing. Oh, power cell, that's what we were looking for. So we should, in theory, be able to go back here. Does this work now? What is this doing? Oh, that's what it does. It extends the bridge. Or moves the bridge, I should say, not extends. Okay, cool. So we've got the power cell.
I was hoping you'd show up. You have to get this power cell charged and back up to Dr. Rosenberg. I'd help, but I'm hurt pretty bad. You can probably push the power cell through the fence into the charging station behind me. Let me see if I can get out of the way.
Yeah, please do. Okay, so we've got a charged power cell now, luckily. I need to push it through the fence. This guy, I wonder if he's actually... Because sometimes... No, he's actually truly dead. Some games, they have a character die, but he's not actually dead. Recently in Halo Reach, I've been playing that recently. Well, I was, December time. And right at the end, before you destroy the big ship, there's a dead teammate and a couple of dead elites, but if you hit them, they're actually still alive and you can still do damage to them. Okay, now the power cell is charged. I don't know what the other one is for, but let's try and get this. It's a delivery system, yeah. I like how it's got a little green tint to it. Okay, so that's that sorted. Let's head back. Let's head back up, put power in, and then I think it's the final boss, from what I remember. But then again, I remembered that going to Zen the first time was what ended the game, and not other things. Anywho,
Calhoun, you did it! We've already begun preparing the device with the fresh power cell you sent up. This time, however, the process is going to be a bit more complex.
Really?
So I'll need you to help me in the main room. Let's hurry. There's no time to waste.
Alright, let's do this, and then we can... Okay, you can't actually do anything with that. Where did he go? In here? What do you need help with?
All right. I'll stay down here to monitor the system levels and direct the procedure. I need you to climb up to the control room and activate the main power. Once the process has started, you'll also need to release the damping locks each time the system has charged in order to open the displacement field. Don't worry, Mr. Calhoun. The process is simple, and I'll let you know when you need to do something. Very good. Stand by, Calhoun. Once the system is initialized, it'll take a few moments for the interpolating resonance coils to achieve focus.
Okie dokie. So I don't have to do anything until he says. I have a feeling that aliens are going to attack. I have a strong feeling that aliens are going to attack, otherwise it's just...
Oh no! The primary coolant line has been ruptured! Calhoun, go to the valve located on the catwalk and release the pressure! Hurry, before the system overheats! Good! Now keep turning the crank until the pressure is normal.
Shit. Come on. Very slowly, it's about to make it.
Good work, Calhoun. That was close. The system has stabilized and the main capacitors are charging. When the main charge meter reaches full, I'll need you to open the displacement field from the control room.
Okay. So I've got some time yet. I've still got time.
We're almost there.
Yep. Come on then.
The system is fully charged. Throw the switch located at the window.
Oh yes, I remember. I do actually remember this section now.
The field is open. Go now, Walter. Very good, Calhoun. I'll begin charging the system for the next teleport event.
You've got to get these guys out of here. Can I just walk into it and get killed? No. I wonder if I can steal their teleport from them. Just say, there's a guy here. Oh shit, it's almost done. I should probably be paying attention. I should probably do my job.
Almost there. All right, we've reached full charge again. Open the field, Calhoun. You must go now, Simmons.
Oh, Simmons stole my teleporter. What bitch? Who's left?
To go through next, but don't worry, Mr. Calhoun. I've set the system to automatically start the charging sequence once I've made it through. Just wait for the levels to reach full again and open the field like you've been doing.
Yeah, this is enough. Let's do this shit. Oh, sounds like military boys are here. Sounds like soldier boys are here.
All right, it's ready.
Let's go deal with these soldier boys.
Good luck, Mr. Calhoun. I'll see you on the
Don't know
other
where the angle's
side.
coming from with this door. Yep. Let's stick a couple of these down. See if that works. And let's go down here, just so I don't get hit by the blast too badly. Easy peasy. Shit, it's ready to go. Shit, wrong turning.